Hello there, my disciples. Welcome to Find Your Path, where we try to help you find your path to creating characters from various forms of media. With me today, I've got Hyperphantasia, otherwise known as Apple.
Hello!
Apple, why don't you tell the people about yourself?
My name is Apple Macintosh. I am a digital artist, half elf, half orc, goblin Vtuber. I have a little flower shop where I do character design and character illustration. I do not have much experience with tabletop RPG, although I have played a few. However, I have around 10 years of experience of role-playing writing and creating characters in general.
That sounds like it could be a pretty fun bit there. So, Apple, which character are you making today?
I'm making a very interesting character because I want to make you.
Wait, me?
You.
Huh. You know, I never actually expected that before. But, alright. Let's go ahead and do this.
What the?
Behold my glory.
Holy shit, it's Jesus!
According to my stories, what do you know about me?
I know plenty of you. Well, you are a Jewish man, son of a carpenter in a family of carpenters. You are direct descendant of King David, to power 2, walking all over water, so that's some water manipulation. You can heal wounds, so you are a healer, like some kind of medic. You also can multiply food. I don't know where will that fall. You're also very, very aggressive when you get offended, because you can cause a riot. You can cause quite a riot.
Well, as we start off with any other characters, let's start off with the ABCs: ancestry, background, and class. Well, as I always tell everybody, I am a human. That is 100% true. But when it comes to my heritage, I guess I would fall under ASMR, which are basically the heaven touched, those that are from the plane of good, the plane of holy energy. As for my background, I am very tempted to give myself the chosen one background.
Yes!
Stroke my ego a little more, why don't you? Basically, it'd be as if I were birthed to fulfill a prediction or prophecy in order to bring people to peace. As for my class, they did announce the Exalted class not that long ago, but unfortunately that's still in play testing, so I can't really say if that's true or not yet. So, closest bet would have to be Cleric, with my god of choice being Dad.
Yay! Can clerics fight? I don't quite know.
Yes. Actually, clerics specialize in the weapon of their god, but they are also trained in simple weapons. And since I tend to use a whip a lot, let's just say that my dad's favorite weapon is a whip.
Good.
Now, being a cleric, I have to choose a doctorate. There's the two choices. There's the cloistered cleric, and there's the war priest. Between the two, I would most likely be the cloistered cleric, because I'm not going out into doing any crusades.
No. I don't do that. But what does that mean? What is that class?
Well, a cloistered cleric is a cleric of the cloth. They specialize more in the divine magic side of being a cleric, as opposed to going out and smiting the enemies of God.
Ah!
They're the ones that are staying back to try and make sure everybody is being healed and feeling good.
Nice. That's very you.
As such, for my domain, I would most likely be of the healing domain. For obvious reasons. But it will allow me to do things such as use Healer's Blessing, which gives extra healing whenever I heal somebody, or Rebuke Death, which allows me to heal someone even more when they're close to death, or even at death.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
As for my skills, I am trained in crafting, specifically woodworking. I am trained in diplomacy. Being a chosen one does give me training in lore fortune telling, which is basically my way of divining the future. Medicine to help heal people.
Mhm.
Religion, which is ironic. And also survival, because I need to be able to survive the harsh desert for a very long time without, succumbing to malnourishment.
Yes, indeed.
Coming up is second level, where the class feat I'm going to be giving myself Healing Hands, where I'm able to use positive energy and restore people by rolling a d10 instead of a d8 for their health. So it makes my healing even better than it was before.
Yes. Healing hands.
Also, I'm getting myself the skill feat of Specialty Crafting. This will allow me to add a +1 circumstance bonus to my crafting checks, which I'm going to be applying to woodworking. And then as my abilities increase more and more in that, they'll increase to +2 for Master Rank. For level 3, I'm turning Religion from Trained to Expert, which means that my rolls for that are now going to be a lot better.
Perfect.
I'm also going to be getting the general feat of Inoculation. It allows me to treat someone with diseases and try and make them more fully healed. I'll be getting a +2 circumstance bonus against saving throws to treat their diseases. But I've got to do it for about a week, so it'd be kind of hard to do it for a short term. I got to do it for the long term.
That would be like... let me find the name of the illness.
So things such
like
as...
leprosy?
Yeah, leprosy, tuberculosis, all that fun stuff. Now for 4th level, I'm giving myself Radiant Infusion. It allows me to make those who I heal deal an extra 1d6 points of damage with radiant damage. So if I were to say heal the group's fighter, that fighter will do their regular damage as well as an extra 1d6 positive damage. And for my skill feat at 4th level, I'm giving myself the Assured Identification, allowing me to make it so that way even if I critically fail a roll to identify something, it then becomes just a regular failure instead. You right there, Apple?
Yes. I was looking for a place for my tablet. I'm going to be drawing a little something for you.
Aw.
While we create this gorgeous Jesus.
No, I'm not that gorgeous.
That's your opinion, young man.
You're right. That is my opinion. Oh. With that all said and done, for weapons, I just got the whip. It's a +1 whip, so it doesn't do much, but it'll still give me a better chance to hit than just a normal whip.
Mm-hmm.
As for everything else...
How would you feel about having a spear? As in the spear of Longinus. The guy who, pierced you.
That'd be rather ironic.
Extremely so.
Well, now we've reached the point of the cleric where a lot of people will tend to have the most fun. We get to choose the spells.
Yay!
Now, clerics are prepared casters, meaning they prepare their spells each day. But they have access to every single spell on their spell list. So,
oh, wow.
Yep. So they can literally wake up one day and choose to set up a certain number of spells. Then they can wake up another day and choose to prepare completely different spells that are in the same level.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. But these are the ones that I tend to use the most throughout what I've done.
Mhm.
Now for the cantrips, which are like 0-level spells, we've got Disrupt Undead, which basically allows me to deal damage to undead enemies. We have Prestidigitation, which allows me to cool, warm, or makes anything taste like another thing for, well, so long as it's there. I can slowly lift items that are very light. It'll also allow me to make small temporary objects, like I can make a little crown about the size of my hand. I can just place it on my head. And I can also color, clean, or soil an object. And the size of the object determines how long it takes for me to do it.
Ooh.
Then we also have Guidance, which does give me a +1 bonus to attack rolls, perception checks, saving throws, and skill checks. We have Wash Your Luck, where it allows me to, let's just say, it allows me to wash away any bad luck that I might have on myself or anyone else.
To remove that bad juju.
Yes. And of course, Light, because not everyone's going to be able to see in the dark. For my first level spells, I will have Celestial Accord, which basically allows me to butt in where people are fighting and try and get them to stop fighting. I've got Purified Food and Drink, which allows me to take any contamination, toxins, poison out of food and drink and allow it to be edible.
Oh, that's very useful.
And I've also got Spirit Link, where I'm able to link myself up with one willing living creature, and any damage they take, I would feel instead.
Oh no!
Well, that's good because of the fact that I can get to myself and heal myself a lot faster than if I have to try and go to somebody else.
I mean, yes, but you're going to feel the pain.
The pain is nothing new in my battle. And while I am greatly touched by your concerns, it's quite alright.
Okay.
Now for the second level spells. For starters, I can create food.
Yes!
Yep, this will allow me to create food for a certain number of people each day, and the higher level spell slots I use to create the food with implies how many more people I can feed. Granted, this food is only good for 24 hours, after which case it becomes inedible.
Oh no.
But hey, that's good. If you just gotta feed up a small number of people, this will feed them up.
Oh yeah, just eat your food.
Yeah. And of course, later on the lines, when I got to be able to cast 8th level spells, I was able to feed up to 200 people with a single cast.
Yes. We're making history happen!
Oh yes! For my next second level spell, I had Enhanced Victuals, which allowed me to turn any food into delicious fare. It even allowed me to change water into wine.
Yeah! That's what I've been waiting for! Woo!
You didn't have to wait long. And of course, I've also have Heal. For starters, when playing Pathfinder, each character will have 3 action points they can spend in a turn. And most spells usually cost 2 action points. Heal can cost anywhere between 1 and 3 points, with 1 point allowing me to just touch someone and give them healing based upon whether or not I've got healing hands or whatnot, and the level of the spell. For 2 points, I can do this at a range of 30 feet, and even heal them for an extra 8 points per spell level.
Yo!
And then for
like a sniper, but the sniper heals me.
I've got healing bullets made out of energy.
Pew, pew, pew.
And then for 3 actions, I can radiate that healing energy around me for 30 feet, healing all people within me for the healing amount, and damaging any undead around me for the exact same amount.
Ooh. It's like an AoE healing.
Yes, actually. For 3 actions, I turn my 1-person healing into an AoE.
Oh, sweet. You're making me want to make an actual cleric for a campaign because it's sounding so fun.
As any cleric would have, I do have to have my religious symbol with me, and as a carpenter, it is wooden. I also have some anti-venom potions to help cure any poisons that people might be having. I also have some healing potions and some scroll of heal, so that way I can try and heal people on the go if I ever need to.
Did we do raising people from the dead?
Ah, now that would actually be a ritual. That is something that I can only do with other people around me. But it is something that I could do in Pathfinder.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it would be a 5th level spell in a sense, but I would have to work together with a bunch of people in order to try and make it possible. But I can at least bring people back from the dead with it.
Okay, so your level 4 so it's just a little bit of grinding and you'll be able to do it.
Yep, it would take some grinding, or if we're playing with milestones, I would have to reach certain story beats to try and make that happen.
Ooh. But it sounds so fun. It sounds so fun. Pathfinder sounds really fun.
It can be fun. It has a lot of customization that you can use to try and create pretty much a lot of different characters. But that actually does it for this episode here. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Try to be safe out there. And Apple, where can everybody find you?
Where you can find me? Oh, you can find me on Twitter as Hyperphantasia. Hyperphantasia. You can find me on Twitch as Hyperphantasia. And yeah, those are my social media. I will be so happy to have you. And Jesus, thank you so much for having me. It was really fun.
Oh, the pleasure was all mine, Apple. I hope we can do this again sometime. If you guys do want to see Apple Fantasia, I'll be placing his links down below. In the meantime, you guys be safe, you guys be awesome, and I'll see you next time to help you find your path. Bye!